Hey everybody, the vote is a game for two players. One player, equality, is trying to build support for and secure ratification of the 17th and 19th Amendments. Their opponent, called supremacy, is seeking to prevent and forestall this while building an infrastructure of voter suppression and systemic oppression. To win the game, equality must ratify both amendments and have a higher score than supremacy. Score track here, usually 75 points. Supremacy wins by getting to 75 points before equality can do this. Now, the bulk of supremacy's score is going to come from getting these suppression cards into their reserve. Every turn, so long as they're face up, each of these are going to score a point. Score a couple points. Every turn they're going to do that. They're also going to score points for control of each region, but those points are only going to be scored when they play their organization card or when the deck is exhausted. That happens much less often. Now, generally speaking, equality doesn't score every turn. They're only going to score when they pass laws. They're going to score 1 point when they pass the first law for a region, and 2 points when they pass second, and 3 when they pass the third. Now they're also going to score points for each law they have out when they play their organization card, exhaust the deck, or ratify an amendment. Now, how do they go about passing these laws? Well, first they need to have enough votes in the region to do that. They need to use public opinion actions, like these cards here, to get the votes they need for equality within the region. And unless they have more than half of the votes in the region, then they're able to pass a law there by playing either a law card or a region card. Now they also can use those region cards when they're in their reserve. They can flip them, take a bonus action to attempt passage in more than one area. So if this was the case where we played the women's suffrage card here for the West, and we're able to pass a law, we could flip this Midwest card, if it's in our reserve, to also try to pass it there and score for both at once. You also can use those region cards to repeat public opinion actions, so having that kind of on-the-ground, local-level organization is just as important as your national efforts. Now, while they're trying to pass these laws, supremacy is required to suppress as many votes as they can in order to prevent those laws from passing. And they're going to do that by flipping over their own region cards and their suppression cards. So they flip them face down to suppress votes and prevent things from passing. Now, when it's flipped over like that, it's not going to score anything until it's refreshed. So it's flipped back. Now, supremacy has one more weapon in their quiver, and that is the Supreme Courts. They can play that card to nullify a local law and remove it from play. The only way that equality is going to be able to prevent that from happening is to build up enough support for it, pass enough local laws, they then can try to ratify the amendment and then make it the law of the land where it can't be overturned by the Supreme Court. And that Supreme Court card is going to be coming up every other time the deck is reshuffled, so something to be aware of. Now, that's kind of a brief overview of how the scoring works and what the players are trying to do in the vote. We have another video on this same YouTube channel, which is a longer video taking through the first 9 turns of a sample game, which will give you a sense of how the game plays, kind of the back and forth, the reaction cycles, and all the stuff that makes the game, I think, compelling. And this is coming out on November 3rd. Thanks.